Hello and welcome to my latest weekly video news from Madison's. Well, of course, last week the Bank of England did indeed raise base rate, went from 0.5% to 0.75%. It was thinking that was likely to happen. As I've been saying, central banks don't really like touching interest rates when you've got a geopolitical crisis going on, as we are seeing in the terrible war in Ukraine. But really, with inflation rocketing away, they really had no choice. It's predicted inflation might go to 8% over the summer months. That is absolutely phenomenal. So had to do something to try and curb that rising inflation rate, and more increases on the rise. And interesting that Yorkshire Building Society reported a 34% increase when compared to this time last year on people cashing in an early redemption charge to lock into a more attractive rate. So borrowers being quite savvy and just doing the maths of actually, do I take a hit now of maybe a few £1,000s in the interest of locking into, say, a 5-year deal that will protect them against what rates might do. The lenders had been pricing in an interest rate rise, so that wasn't particularly unexpected. So there wasn't huge change seen to the actual mortgage rates. They do sort of predict what the Bank of England will be doing. And you can still get some quite good rates. Actually, there's a 5-year deal at 2.5%. That would ride you through quite a bit of uncertainty, more expensive than what you could get on a variable rate at the moment, but certainly would lock you into some certainty and assurity. So yeah, interesting to see what Bank of England will do going forward to try and curb that rising inflation. So what is that all doing to the property world? Well, Rightmove came out with their big kind of monthly analysis, and we have seen evidence of the strongest spring market for sellers since records began. Prices were up 1.7% in terms of the price they went to market at. I'm not convinced that's a true indicator of what's going on in the market, though. A lot of the conversations I have at the moment are around sellers hearing about this incredible boom that's going on and wanting to take advantage of that, and pricing quite high doesn't always mean that we will achieve it. On some properties, absolutely, and in excess of that. And it was shown that 4-bedroom family houses have seen the biggest increase at 3.8%. And again, in Tunbridge Wells, that's anything around that sweet spot of just up to £1 million, then you will do very, very well in this market and attract a very good price. So the average asking price for a property across the country has gone to above £350,000 for the first time on record. In the southeast, well, we saw some interesting stats. Our average asking price went to £474,000. That was a monthly change of 3.3%, so big increase for us as well. Year-on-year change of 12.6%, and an average of 36 days to sell a property. So still signs that the market is booming. We're feeling a spring market going, but we do predict a more softened market in the second half of the year. And next week, I'm going to give you a fuller analysis of what I think the impact of the war in Ukraine will mean on the property market more specifically. It's really difficult to call, and in many ways too early days, but I'll give you some possible scenarios, so look forward to that next week. Just one final thing that I want to touch on, and that is the amazing Amelia Scott, which is opening. I got my local through my door, and the Amelia Scott, it's going to be opening on the 28th of April. This has been in construction for quite a while. It's going to be a fabulous resource, actually, really great to the town. It's going to have lots of things. The local magazine tells you all about it. You're going to have lots of collections, interactive activities. There's going to be a children's library and the main adult library, so great to get access back to that. You can find out more about the history and people of Tunbridge Wells. I was interviewed about a year ago for the Amelia Scott. I have no idea what they're going to do with it. Maybe that was what it's all about. They wanted to know my story of setting up Madison's. The Adult Education Centre is going to be there. There's new people they've taken on, and they've also got this great thing called the Amelia After Dark, and that's where they're going to be putting on events in the evening. They sound really good. So ghost stories for children, murder mysteries, fright nights, silent discos, escape rooms, lots of things going on. And then the Amelia also is going to form as part of the literary festival. So lots going on there. Do sign up to the Amelia. The website details just there. They'll keep you appraised of all the activities that are coming on. And yeah, that's opening on the 28th of April. Very exciting for our lovely, lovely town. Well, I hope you have a great week. I've got so many new properties coming to market. Do keep an eye on our website. Give us a call, sign up for our email alerts. There is so much going on. A great one that's hit the market is on Broadmead. It's a really fabulous family 4-bed property in that sweet spot, £935,000. We are inundated with viewing requests. If you haven't got in for it, it's probably too late now. But a sign for you, if you've got a similar property like that to sell, you could get a great price at the moment. I'd be delighted to talk to you. Have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.